Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to me. Santa brought Miss Mindy a mystery booster box. There's going to be 24 packs of cards in this box of the mystery booster. And let's see what I got. Not of This World, foil Eldrazi, and Living Death. Each player exiles all creature cards from his or her graveyards, then sacrifices all creatures he or she controls, then puts all cards he or she exiled this way back onto the battlefield. Ooh, I love that. That is on my list, so less money I spend on cards. Woo woo. I think that's one of the reasons that the mystery booster is one of my favorites to invest in. Sometimes the cards just aren't worth as much as they are in the original expansions, but this is a good way to obtain those cards and own them for, less of a price. Ooh, Savage Knuckle Blade, and Echoing Decay is the foil. Savage Knuckle Blade, Ogre Warrior, gets 2/2 until end of turn. Only activate that ability once per turn. Return Savage Knuckle Blade to its owner's hand. Gains haste until end of turn. Savage Knuckle Blade. He's cool. And I'm just going straight for the rare. We'll do the rest later. Delay. Green Belt Rampager. Just the battlefield, pay 2 energy. If you can't, return him to his owner's hand. Counter target spell is, if the spell is countered this way, remove it from the game with 3 time counters on it instead of putting it into its owner's hand. If it doesn't have suspend, it gains suspend. Cool. I think there's and I will have to check on this, about 3,000 magic cards available that you could end up... Oh, a Soul Warden. She makes me happy. About 3... Another Phyrexian Arena. And since 2 of my grandkids want zombie decks, I now have 2 Phyrexian Arena, and trying to make that fair. I've got to talk to the other 2 boys and see what they want. I just got a Goblin Bushwhacker foil card. He is beautiful, and since I recently put together a Goblin, it's a Dragon Goblin, and then I've got a Wizard Goblin, and then I've got another Goblin deck in the makes for Magic School for the kids. Okay. Form of the Dragon. I do own one of these. They're fun. It's a little ballsy playing with that. I got another Selvala, Heart of the Wild. You could always use one of her. And she gives you mana, like a lot of it. Very useful in green. I'm super excited about that Phyrexian Altar. So yeah, I pulled Mana Crypt out of a mystery booster one day. Another War of Invention. And another Pyretic Ritual foil. I can definitely use that in my mono red commander with Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. That is wonderful. If I already ordered it, I'll just use that one too, because I know that was on the list. Anything you can do to find mana ramping in other colors, especially red and blue, because black lets you play from the grave, so there are a few things you can actually do with that, and blue gives you card draw, but red is kind of a difficult color to find mana ramping in. Oh, I got another Kiki Jiki Mirror Breaker. I am now the proud owner of 3 of him. Proclamation of Rebirth. That's beautiful. We'll just put the foil on the top. Eldrazi Monument. Creatures you control get 1/1 and have flying and indestructible. What? At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature. If you can't, sacrifice Eldrazi Monument. He goes perfect in a black sack and reanimate deck. He's gorgeous. He's going to go in Nithroi, Apex of Death. Wear and Tear. That's a pretty one. It's foil. Okay, so I've opened 8 of the 20. Oh, Fibblethip the Lost. And the last one of him that I had, I put in my niece Alice's deck because I think he's so fun. Fibblethip the Lost. And then I got a Fungosaur foil. Always give him a little bit of a shake. Probably really loud in the camera. Okay. Chasm Skulker. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Chasm Skulker. When Chasm Skulker dies, put X 1/1 blue squid creature tokens with Island Walk onto the battlefield, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on Chasm Skulker. Cool. Chasm Skulker. I still can't believe this artifact that gives them all indestructible. All of your creatures. And then a foil Morrow. The Eldrazi Monument. Oh, that is so cool. That will play so well with Regenesis, a creature that if it's in your graveyard, you can pay a green and 2 whatever to bring any creature back from your graveyard, and then you just, reanimate other creatures that will pull from the graveyard as well. Especially if they can go straight to the battlefield. Ooh, Cliffs, Energy Field. That is, it looks fun. Prevent all damage dealt to you from the source of your choice. From a source you do not control. When a card is put into your graveyard, sacrifice Energy Field. Whatever that is, it's just old and fun looking. Ooh, Courser of Crufix. I just made a deck for Gabby out in Vernal, Utah with centaurs, and I might just have to send her that card because it's like a Centaur Lord or something. It gives them all 1/1, I believe. You may play with the top card of your library if it's a land card. Oh, I put this in my Nithroi deck. When a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. Really good card. Help me win. Artifact creatures and lands your opponent's control come into play tapped. Frozen Aether foil. I love this card. Your opponents do not love you if you play that card. Just saying. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll do 12 and then see what happens. Ooh, All is Dust. Each player sacrifices all colored permanents he or she controls. Ooh, yipers. Make sure you have no colored permanents if you're going to use that card. Oh, here's a Darling Elf, Bramblewood Paragon, Elf Warrior. Each other warrior creature you control comes into play with an additional 1/1 counter on it. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has trample. Ooh, cool, cool. All right, we are on pack 13. I would probably never pull another Mana Crypt. Like, I should have hung on to that card forever and eternity, but whatever. Recruiter of the Guard, Human Soldier. Here's the battlefield. Search your library for a creature card with toughness 2 or less. Reveal it and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. Ooh, ooh. And then I got another Lich's Mirror. I just kind of like these and have fun with them. If you would lose the game, instead shuffle your hand, your graveyard, and all permanents you own into your library. Then draw 7 cards and your life total becomes 20. Lich's Mirror. Love that card. I own one and I've been wondering what to put it in. I love artifacts. I'm an artifacty kind of a girl. Oh, look at this. Whenever Mer Retriever dies, return another artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Oh yeah, that baby's going in Neathroy. Put him over here somewhere. Oh my gosh. This did not. Guys, it's a Birds of Paradise. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna freak out. Birds of Paradise, people. That is like my staple for real. I mean, who doesn't love that card? But just saying, how cool that I would get one of those for Christmas. Thank you, Santa. I got this awesome White Knight, protection from black with first strike. White Knight. Gorgeous. Yep. All right. Moving along, moving along. Curse. Sacrifice a creature. Prevent all damage to a creature or player from one source. Ooh. If that was a red source of strong damage, that would be a great card. Release the Gremlins. Ooh, target X. Destroy X target artifacts. Create X 2/2 red gremlin creature tokens. Release the Gremlins, people. Release the Gremlins. Spellweaver Volute. Enchant instant card in a graveyard. When you play a sorcery, copy the enchanted instant card. You may play the copy without paying its mana cost. If you do, remove the enchanted card from the game and attach Spellweaver Volute to another instant card in the graveyard. What? That's so broken! What? Oh, bitchin'. Lumathread Field. Creatures you control get a 1. Lumathread Field. So both of these are just beautiful, beautiful, amazing enchantment cards. I love enchantments. There's a Human Knight with double strike, protection from black and from green. So I got a couple of knights. Yeah, and they say that, you know, it's all put in there randomly, but in the last pack I got White Knight. So, I don't know. It's probably difficult for me to pop these and, you know, not think, oh yeah, there's going to be a mana crypt, because that was like the first pack I opened one day, and, you know, things like that aren't going to happen every day. All right, cool. I love the Centaur Glade. I play with him in my fairy deck and just kind of was tampering with the idea of maybe taking him out just because this synergy isn't there. Hornet Nest. With Defender is dealt damage. Put that many 1/1 green insect creature tokens with flying and death touch onto the battlefield. Hornet Nest. Okay, Trailblazer's Boots. Foil. Equipped creature has non-basic land walk. It's unblockable as long as defending player controls a non-basic land. Dang! Woo! Talk about broken! That's completely awesome. Greth's Grimoire. Whenever an opponent discards a card from his or her hand, you may draw a card. That's not super often unless you have something saying that your opponent has to discard. Meandering Tower Shell, the turtle with Island Walk. And he's cool. That's cool. Zer's Weirding. I just got to play with this one the other day at our game at Clouds, and my opponents were going nuts, but it was such a game changer, such a cool card. Your opponents get to look at the cards you draw, and if they want to pay 2 life to make you discard that card instead, that's your opponent's options. So we were able to like keep all these crazy vampires at bay, but that was driving her crazy. Anywho, real game changer, totally awesome card. I love Zer's Wielding. And because I play from the graveyard, obviously I put it in a blue-black deck that I was playing from the grave, because then it doesn't matter if somebody wants to send my creature or whatever to the graveyard, because I've prepared to get anything back out of there. Pretty much anything. Approach of the Second Sun. This is in one of my decks. I have never pulled it as of yet. I think I just put it in Linvala, perhaps. Anyway, I put it in one of them. Looks like fun. Approach of the Second Sun. You play it, and then you put it 7th from the top, and then if it comes out again, but you have to play it from your hand. And then if it comes out a second time from your hand, you just win the game. So it's just an automatic win. Game Trail Changeling. It's a green shapeshifter with Changeling and Trample. Ugh. Game Trail Changeling. Gorge. Queen Marchesa. Legendary creature. She is a human assassin. I haven't even got to look at all these yet, so I'm kind of hoping for like a well-wisher elf, just some other fun things. Anyway, okay. Death Touch and Haste. When Queen Marchesa enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent is the monarch, put a 1/1 black assassin creature token with Death Touch and Haste onto the battlefield. Ooh. I like becoming the monarch. It's a new thing for me. I'm just saying. But she's a mythic rare. That's kind of fun. Sheltering Ancient. Got one of him. Stunt Double. It's a shapeshifter. You may have Stunt Double enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. That's going to be very useful. Okay, 3 left, people. Just 3 left. Mother of Ruins. I've got one of her. Ravenous Trap. Foil. Ooh, Evra, Halcyon Witness. She's a legendary creature, an avatar. She's lifelink. Exchange your life total with Evra, Halcyon Witness's power. I have one of her, and I just don't understand that very much. Because, I mean, unless you were down to like 1, yeah, I mean, and, yeah. I guess if you could pump her up really big, maybe that's kind of the point. I don't know. I wouldn't build a full commander deck out of just white. That's the only problem with that. She doesn't have partner. Okay. There's another Wear and Tear. Yeah, so, come on. This should, out of 3,000 and something cards that could be in here. Ooh, another Animar, Soul of Elements, protection from white and from black. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Animar, Soul of Elements. Creature spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each 1/1 counter on Animar. Pretty cool. I like Animar. It's an elemental. All right, last one. There is no mana crypt. Someday. Burning Inquiry. Each player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards at random. There you go. Silver Hive Lord. Oh, Sliver Hive Lord. Sliver creatures you control have indestructible. Cloud plays slivers, and I've beat him one time with the very aggressive red deck I own with Kiki Jakey Mirrorbreaker. Anywho, slivers are wicked. They all do something for every one of them. This looks like a pretty fun card. All right, thanks for letting me share.